Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Do more with your new GUT Credit Union Visa debit card, which gives you access to your cash at any Connex or Visa certified ATMs locally and internationally. Make your payments with a tap of your card using the contactless feature and have the freedom to make purchases locally, online, or overseas whenever you travel, anywhere Visa is accepted. Experience the enhanced security fraud protection through the Visa chip technology. If you don't have your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, speak to any one of our representatives today to do more. Your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, a smarter way to access your cash. More smart, more secure.
Good evening. This is Network News for Thursday, October 20, 2022. In the headlines, Grenada Tourism Authority Chairman anticipates restart of cruise ship season on Friday. USAID and the OECS partner to implement four-year multi-million-dollar project to tackle youth violence in the Eastern Caribbean. Grenada National Accreditation Board meets with stakeholders over draft national qualifications and credit framework. In Around the Globe regionally, mother of one of the Henry boys collapses and dies in Guyana. Internationally, British Prime Minister Liz Truss announces resignation. Plus in the sports news, GFA parts ways with Jerry Alexis. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
From Television Center at the Grenada Broadcasting Network, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. It was Career Day for the students of the Crowshoe Roman Catholic School on Thursday, but they were only allowed to portray careers in the field of agriculture. More in this Renaped Thomas report.
Teachers of the Crowshoe Roman Catholic School are sowing seeds of agriculture in the minds of their students. The school hosted a career day on Thursday, but the students were limited to selecting a career only in the field of agriculture. The principal of the school, Kester Lyons, says that the aim is to change how people see the agricultural sector, and the best way to start is through the future generation.
We've encouraged the children to go out, to think about all the different fields that are in agriculture, and to come today prepared to depict one of the fields in agriculture. And we are just overwhelmed with what we saw today. And we've decided as a school that we can get our students to understand the importance of agriculture. We have too much of a high food import bill. We import too much food in a small island with such fertile land. And we want to inculcate that in our students from a very early age. Get students to think and to understand that we can produce, we can grow, we can produce most of our food and cut on our high food import bill. We also believe that children ought to understand the importance of agriculture and the importance of being able to feed ourselves.
Butchers, farmers, agricultural analysts, and veterinarians are just a few of the career portrayed by the students. Mr. Lyons spoke of some of the activities planned for the students.
Later on today, we are going to go out because we've had some spice plants donated to the school through the Ministry of Agriculture, and we are going to go out by blocks today to get the students to plant those plants, and we're also going to ensure that they take care of it, they watch it grow and flourish.
Different persons with a career in agriculture spoke to students at a special assembly, highlighting their roles and the part they play in feeding the nation. Robert Bristol, owner and CEO of Bristol's Pest and Oasis Pet and Garden, who was one of the guest speakers at the assembly, says he is happy to be part of this initiative. He has pledged to assist the school in creating a backyard garden.
We believe that you need to get back into the schools. You need to get the children from a very young age to get interested in agriculture again, and you need to also change the narrative. Knowledge, education is going to do that, and if we structure things in the right way, I really believe that we're going to have a bright future for agriculture in Grenada. We're trying to get children, as I said, interested in agriculture. So if it means giving the school a startup, that is what we will do. We have an agriculture shop, so we will be able to provide some seeds, some seedling trees, some potting soil, and also the expert advice is the most important thing.
They also will be providing continuous expertise in managing the garden to ensure that it's properly maintained. For GBN News, I am Rena Pet Thomas reporting.
Now, Grenada National Accreditation Board is hosting consultations with its stakeholders to gather feedback on Grenada's draft national qualifications and credit framework. Rena Ped Thomas has another report.
The Grenada National Accreditation Board held consultations at the Radisson Beach Resort with principals, teachers, and representatives from the business community, along with other stakeholders on Wednesday. This is to receive suggestions and feedback from stakeholders on the draft of Grenada's national qualifications and credit framework. The board executive director, Mrs. Pauline Finley, explains the benefit that will emerge from the framework.
Qualification framework is a pictorial tool that is used to indicate the levels of qualifications that are administered in Grenada. So you have certificates, for example, you have diplomas, you have postgraduate diplomas, you have postgraduate certificate, you have honors, you have first degrees, you have masters, you have PhDs. So you have all these qualifications. And then when you look at certificates, for example, you have different types of certificates. When you look at diploma, there are different types of diplomas. When an employer is looking at your certificate, they want to make sure that that certificate is at a particular level and it's equivalent to the similar certificate administered by other countries, other institutions in the region, as well as other countries international.
Mrs. Finley says the process towards a final draft is detailed.
There are a lot of different procedures and processes involved, so we have about a year to go before we can produce what you call a final draft.
Principal of the T.A. Marisho Community College, Dr. Ronald Bunton, said the development of the framework is important as it recognizes and recreates qualifications from institutions nationally.
We are here again to participate, to share the views of the college on qualifications development, to ensure that our degree programs meet international best practice and that we can go through the process of accreditation with GNAB effortlessly. This exercise today is critical to raise the standard of tertiary education in Grenada, to ensure that all institutions that are operating in Grenada meet the minimum standards for quality, to ensure that the stakeholders have an opportunity to share their views on the qualifications that are being developed for the Grenada population.
Some of the key items addressed in the consultation are accreditation and its benefits, degree fraud, and types of degrees. For GBN News, I am Rena Pet Thomas reporting.
Well, USAID and the OECS have partnered in an attempt to stamp out crime and violence in the Eastern Caribbean, especially among young people. The Birth of Opportunity Advance and Support Youth for Success program is in response to community concerns. A new project will be implemented at a value of $5.3 million. USAID Representative David Billins said this is a new phase of the Juvenile Justice Reform Project.
USAID and the OECS heard community concerns about crime and violence in the Eastern Caribbean, particularly among young people. In response to community concerns and a demonstrated need, we partnered to design a new $5.3 million four-year award called the Opportunities to Advance and Support Youth for Success program, or OASIS program, that will be implemented by the OECS, a trusted partner of USAID. OASIS builds on justice reform gains made by the former USAID-funded Juvenile Justice Reform Project. Through its collaborative approach, OASIS will help the St. Lucian justice system establish a well-coordinated and evidence-based diversion process to hold young offenders accountable for their actions, while shifting away from using court oversight and the threat of prison as a first resort.
You outlined some of the goals of this four-year initiative.
While the OASIS program targets at-risk youth, it also works with their families and communities to emphasize the importance of a strong support system in the reintegration process. For this reason, it is designed as a holistic approach, supporting efforts to strengthen existing and invest in new reform programs that provide skills development, psychosocial support, and family interventions for young people. The program also supports partner countries in implementing and institutionalizing a case management system to monitor young offenders from their first point of contact with law enforcement all the way through their successful reintegration into society.
According to Billins, the success of youth is at the center of this project as the U.S. government remains committed to the OCS region. The USAID-funded Juvenile Justice Reform Project concluded after 10 years of transformational work within the OCS. Breaking the law can have dire repercussions for children. Juvenile justice was the focus of the media engagement of the prosecution department of the Royal Grenada Police Force on Thursday.
Youth violence has surged across the Caribbean in recent times. Just last month, a 16-year-old schoolgirl was fatally stabbed during a fight with another schoolmate on a school compound in Jamaica. Grenada suffered its own spate of violence among the youth as they resumed face-to-face learning on the heels of the COVID-19 pandemic. Children are not exempt from the law, as there are laws in place to deal with juvenile criminal behavior. Juvenile justice was the topic of Thursday's To The Point program. Woman Police Constable Kalisha Faray, attached to the prosecution department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, explained what juvenile justice speaks to.
The word itself, it deals with juvenile, persons who are under the age of 18. A juvenile, in accordance with law, is a person under the age of 18. But juvenile justice is a system of laws and rules, procedures, principles that govern the treatment of children throughout the juvenile justice system.
WPC Faray described the process that carries a child through the juvenile court.
Early, well, of course, before a child enters the system, you must have something like an allegation or a complaint. And as you indicate, a fight, which would, of course, cause the police to be involved in same. They may tend to respond to some sort of report. So first of all, you'll have the initial stage of a complaint. The police will then take some form of investigation. They will do investigation to determine if, well, most of these cases, sometimes they do not go into the judicial system. We may have outside some form of mediation, but oftentimes you have a lot of emotions taking place, and parents do prefer that their matters go to court, and that's some of them. And if the situation does warrant that the matter goes to court based on the severity of it.
She explained that the process that a juvenile goes through is not the same as an adult's process.
Because they're juvenile, the law does not recognize them to have developed as cognitively as an adult, even though some of them may be quite developed. So yes, we'll treat them as children. Definitely age, their cognitive level as it relates to accepting criminal responsibility. They take a lot of things into consideration. It's a holistic view about the child.
For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This is Network News. Still ahead from us, the first cruise ship will call in less than 24 hours. We'll talk about that. Stay with us.
Did you know that the National Policy on Sports and Physical Activity will project a new vision for sports and physical activity in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? The Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture will commence a series of consultations with its stakeholders starting Thursday, October 6th in the parish of St. John at the St. John's Anglican Primary School to highlight the focal areas contained in the policy. The National Policy on Sports and Physical Activity will also play a major role in the transformation agenda of government and will see the formation of a National Sports Council and the parish councils in every parish. Your recommendations are needed to ensure that the policy is implemented seamlessly. Attend the consultations in your parish and get involved.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The action continues in the 12th edition of the YGT Super Knockout Football Tournament on Friday 21st from 7 p.m. at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Sunjets United versus GTC St. George's Northeast Stars. In the second encounter, Springs SC play St. John's Sports Club. Admission $20. Then on Sunday the 23rd, another doubleheader from 6 p.m. Game 1, Caricom FC versus IAL Honved SC. Game 2, Police Sports Club versus Fontenoy United. Admission $20. The 12th edition of the YGT Super Knockout is on. Don't miss a game.
You've asked for it, and now it's here. The NLA announces its new mid-morning draw, commencing September 30th at 9:45 a.m. Yes, you heard right. Draws for Pick 3, Cash 4, and Playway will now be conducted 3 times daily at 9:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 7:45 p.m., Monday to Friday. The Saturday draws remains twice daily. And that's not all. Simply place your non-winning Cash 4, Pick 3, and Playway tickets valued at least $10 from a single purchase in the NLA branded box at your favorite sales location. 4 chances to win 10 prizes of $1,000 each. Whoa! $10,000 is up for winnings. Compliments the NLA. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before submitting. Promotion runs from September 30th to October 28th and would be drawn on Friday, November 4th, 2022. NLA, making your dreams a reality while supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
It's Soca Parang Indie Basket, the Spice Basket. Saturday, 5th November, featuring from Trinidad, Grunta, Baron, Marcia Miranda.
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year.
From Grenada, Carriacou String Band, Hassan Leke and Steve Theodore. Get your early bird ticket for $60 after you pay $80 and more at the door. And are available at Chucky's Bar, Brendan on the Terminal, Grenada Optical in St. George's, Gittins Pharmacy Granville, Gittins Healthcare Grandance, Chai's Bar St. Mark's, Nick and Bites Quav, St. David's Pharmacy, Calico Shopping Center, Main Street, Sotiers. It's another Chucky's promotion.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access. Arise celebrates 75 years of transforming lives with its celebratory suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Arise Credit Union, celebrating 75 years of transforming lives.
Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited. Now introducing Portland King Cement, Grenada's toughest and most high-quality cement, engineered with you in mind. Whether it's residential or industrial construction, Portland King Cement has been tested to achieve profound results that you can trust. The choice is clear. Choose Portland King, tougher than the rest. Visit Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited on Dusty Highway. Call telephone number 439-6605 or 440-6605. Or visit our two other locations, Westerhall in St. David and Dunfermline in St. Andrew. Now available at Carrico Building Supplies. Telephone number 443-7015 or on mobile 403-1563.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Rebecca Television Center, as the remaining branches of Republic Bank Grenada transition to its new banking system, customers will experience some interruptions in services and operating hours. Devon Thornhill, manager of retail of commercial credit, says business customers should take note of specific dates in the lead up and following the transition period.
October 27th will be the last day for issuing managers' checks or bank drafts. Right. We will continue to negotiate local checks until 12 noon on October 28th, right, before the system starts coming down. Now, the last day for processing of commercial deposits like a night depository and so for businesses will be October 28th. All commercial deposits made thereafter will be processed on November 1. Now, we have a
All right, so Kurt McFarlane, manager of head office, says there will be overall interruptions on specific days as the bank transitions to the new system.
And these dates are for disruption and resumption of services. So starting with deposit accounts, no new deposit accounts will be opened after October 21st. We will continue to accommodate appointments for these accounts, but the new accounts will be opened on our new platform after November 1st. Similarly, old ATM One cards will not be issued or replaced after October 21st. In-branch credit card payments will be accepted until October 26th. No new loans will be booked on our old banking platform after October 26th. We will continue to accommodate appointments and receive applications for loans including online applications. But these new loans will be booked on our new platform after November 1st.
Right. He notes that the old banking system will be taken down on October 28 and some branches will be closed to facilitate the process.
The branches that are going through the conversion will be closed on October 31st. These branches are Republic House, Melville Street, Grenville, Guave, and Carriacou. These branches will be closed on October 31st. Our new banking system will be brought up in time for November 1st. And we also plan to make some services available even before November 1st, such as ATM services, for example. The branches will reopen, the branches that will close on October 31st will reopen on November 1st for limited services. And these are mainly deposits and withdrawals. But our full suite of banking services and in-branch banking will resume on November 2nd. We will also be offering extended hours on October 26th, October 27th, and November 2nd until 4 p.m. on those respective days to accommodate our customers.
Other news, the first cruise ship call is scheduled for Friday. Chairman of Grenada Tourism Authority, Randall Dolan, says tourism stakeholders are anticipating the resumption of the season with no restrictions.
First cruise call is tomorrow to our ports. You know, it's a first call back with sort of no COVID restrictions, with the sites open, attractions open, and I know we're all very anxiously awaiting the arrival of the ship, and especially not just us, but the vendors and everybody else, because I mean, they play a crucial part in the economy, right? So everyone's looking forward to that, and we're ready to get this season started and really do and have a great season ahead.
Dolan says the new season will open more opportunities than challenges coming off the heels of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, I mean, I think there's not so much challenges, but opportunity. And I think that's what is sort of the focus right now. I mean, at the end of the day, the cruise ship sector, for example, they want to safeguard their investment, right? Their reputation. So that's the last place or the last sector that want to have any issues with COVID. So I know that they want to make sure that everyone might be vaccinated to come on board or tested, and make sure that they have strict sort of guidelines in place to ensure that their guests are protected. Because the last thing they need is a sort of a PR nightmare. And at the same time, I mean, the destination, holistically, we've dropped sort of all COVID restrictions as well. I mean, COVID is a disease that was going to be around. I think that we have to understand how to learn to sort of live with it and navigate through it. I think from the lockdowns that we've had previously, we've been exhausted from them. People want to get out there. People want to work. People want to make money and put food on the table at the end of the day. Now, of course, our healthcare we cannot just turn a blind eye to it. We always have to be mindful that we have to be safe and do it safely. So, I mean, anyone who might be immunocompromised, of course, wear a mask. If you feel comfortable, practice some sort of social distancing if you would like. But at the same time, I think the economy is generally ready. We're open and ready for business and ready to get a lot of the revenue from the cruise ship sector coming in and contributing to our GDP.
Grenadians are welcoming the commencement of work to repair Molyneux land slippage. That's what's creating a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among you. Rehabilitation work on the Molyneux land slippage commenced 3 years after the road was closed to vehicular traffic. A groundbreaking ceremony was held by government officials on Tuesday.
After some delays due to issues that needed to be addressed by the current government, the Molyneux land slippage project has finally started. A groundbreaking ceremony was held on Tuesday to mark the start of the construction, and so far more than 20 community members have been hired onto the project. They will benefit from specialized training on the job as all hands are on deck with contractor Avanish Dabhani. Company of Construction and Industrial Equipment. He said work will be done to the high standards using the best technology.
Social media users took to the comments section to share their thoughts about the situation. The following views are that of members of the public and not of the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Valma said, does the government of Grenada have an engineer on staff who is doing quality control and supervision on behalf of the government of Grenada? Carolyn said, finally, please, I am tired of that Monk Norris Road. It's too long and way too narrow. Shamar added, so it seems like they're going to build the road right on the slipping land. How are they so sure that piece won't slip again? Asha said, do best, but remember, we have to live with what you do. We await. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Still ahead in Network News, MP for St. George South, Andy Williams, behind road race and fun day for St. George South residents. We'll talk about that.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
101 reasons to shop at Quartz.
Unbeatable prices and the best value. Quality brands that you trust. At Quartz you can shop with no cash. Credit is amazing. Pay in 90 days. Quartz makes it easy. 101 reasons to shop at Quartz. We have so much in store and online we've got 101 reasons to shop at Quartz.
WeatherGuard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
MegaFest 2022 Gospel Explosion is finally here. Join the youth of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists under the green and white tent at Progress Park in St. Andrews from Sunday, October 9th to the 29th at 7 p.m. and continuing nightly for an electrifying evangelistic experience like no other. Come hear the ever-exhilarating Pastor Oliver Scott shatter the kingdom of darkness with thundering messages from the Word of God. If you ever needed the Lord before, we sure do need Him now. Come find hope in the midst of your pain. See you there.
The National Insurance Scheme continues to make it easy to access our services using the MyNIS online platform. Now we're introducing a new feature that allows you to submit your benefit claims from the convenience of your smart devices. No paper, no hassle. All you have to do is log in to my.nisgrenada.org. Select claims, fill out the relevant information, and click submit. We'll take it from there. It's that simple and that easy. Submit a claim from the comfort of your home as you rest and recuperate. Enjoy the convenience of faster claim processing and monitor the status of your claim every step of the way. We are excited to introduce this new feature to better serve you. NIS is changing the game and the way you make your claim. Access anywhere and anytime with MyNIS Online.
Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies have catered for all the early shoppers. So, start your Christmas shopping now and avoid the rush. Visit Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies for your gift sets, toys for the children, hair care and body care products, along with your prescription and over-the-counter medication. Shop early and avoid the Christmas rush at Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies at Central Deputy Street, Guab, the corner of Victoria and Jubilee Street, Grenville, and Wall Street, Grand Anse.
Residents in St. George South are being invited to the first ever road race and fun day organized by the South Sports Development Organization and Parliamentary Representative for St. George South, Andy Williams. Rena Thomas tells us more.
Parliamentary Representative for South St. George, Andy Williams, in collaboration with the South Sport Development Organization, will be hosting its first road race on Sunday, October 23rd, beginning at the Limes Pasture, Grand Anse. Minister Williams says the race begins at 4 p.m. and is open to both adults and children of all ages. It aims to revive the love for sports and foster community spirit.
Is to bring back sports in the South, and we want to make that event an annual event. So every October we call it the month of sports for the South, and we will be starting with a road race, and also so the road race will be on the 23rd of October, and on the 25th of October we are going to have a family fun day where you will have people from all over the South coming together to take part in the races. You will have things like 60 meters, you have things like lime and spoon, bag race, just fun. We're going to have domino competition, we are going to have cricket, we're going to have football, just name it. And it's all part of bringing back sports in the community and bringing back that community spirit that we once had, where sports was actually a big part of it.
Williams says that they have also involved the students in the various schools in the South to be part of the event. He is inviting everyone to come out and support the event. People in the other constituencies are also invited to partake in the fun day on the 25th. The representative for the South outlined the route for the race.
The road race will start at the Limes Pasture, or the Limes playing field. And let me tell you the route, right? It will move towards Montrouge, right? It will go, after Montrouge, it will go towards the food fair. Then you will pass in Montu, up to the valley, and then you will go down to the highway, up from the highway, and back to the Lions playing field.
Support has been received by some members of the business communities, but an appeal has been made for more businesses to get involved.
And thank the corporate members of the society, or even in the South, like Radisson, who came to me this morning, and they were like, Andy, how can we help? How can we assist in the South? We have even lottery through, again, the Minister Ron Redden, who are reaching out to see how they can help. And I want to make a call for all businesses in the South on a whole, and Grenada, to please come help us grow this event, the road race and the fun day. Help us, to bring the spirit together. Don't sit back and think that everything is okay and we have it covered. We want you, the business community, to come out and give us some assistance to ensure that this grows.
Secretary of the South Sport Development Organization, Alvin Clouden, spoke of the cash prizes that can be won at the road race and fun day.
Prices just about $3,000. For the first place person, male and female, it's $300. The second price is $250, and the third is $100. And then the fourth to the 10th position, you get $50 each. And then we have a special price for the youngest person, male and female, and for the oldest, male and female.
For GBN News, I am Rena Thomas reporting.
The princesses at St. Louis Girls RC School had their guests at school today. It's time for the GBN Eyesore segment.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
It was Daddy Day at the St. Louis Girls RC School. Several fathers and father figures showed up for their daughters at today's event. The school captured some memorable moments of the event. It is believed that young girls depend on their fathers for security and emotional support. Some may say if a father is loving and gentle, his daughter will look for those qualities in men when she's old enough to begin dating. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We'll be back with the weather, followed by the sports news and around the globe.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Solar lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200, and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500, and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100, and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7, and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion sensor garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60, and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today.
You've asked
for it, and now it's here. The NLA announces its new mid-morning draw, commencing September 30th at 9:45 a.m. Yes, you heard right. Draws for Pick 3, Cash 4, and Playway will now be conducted 3 times daily at 9:45 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 7:45 p.m., Monday to Friday. The Saturday draws remains twice daily. And that's not all. Simply place your non-winning Cash 4, Pick 3, and Playway tickets valued at least $10 from a single purchase in the NLA branded box at your favorite sales location for chances to win 10 prizes of $1,000 each. Whoa! $10,000 is up for winnings. Compliments the NLA. Be sure to write your name, address, and contact info on your entries before submitting. Promotion runs from September 30th to October 28th and would be drawn on Friday, November 4th, 2022. NLA, making your dreams a reality while supporting sports, culture, and nation building. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy with the occasional light to moderate isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Sea slight to moderate with waves 2 to 4 feet in open water. Tides low at 6 p.m., high at 12:30 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 5:58. The weather on Friday, October 21. Generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with the occasional light isolated showers. On Saturday, October 22, generally fair, increasing in cloudiness by evening with light to moderate showers. And on Sunday, October 23, partly cloudy with light to moderate showers and a medium chance of thunder. Good evening, sporting fans. The Grenada Football Association has parted ways with its technical director, Jerry Alexis. Alexis was first appointed to the post in February 2020 for a 2-year period under then-President Chenny Joseph. His last contractual agreement was until 2024. The former technical director, while wishing to keep the issue private, confirmed to GBN that a formal letter was issued to him this morning. The letter was dated 19th October 2022. It reads in part, and I quote, "Re-termination of employment with the Grenada Football Association. The GFA has taken the decision to summarily dismiss you from any and every association with the GFA with immediate effect, since in the view of the Executive Committee of the GFA, it is unreasonable in the existing premises to continue or maintain any employment with you due to your gross misconduct while in the post of technical director." End of quote. GBN will continue to keep its pulse on this story. Well, 8 matches were played yesterday in the senior division of the National Secondary Schools Football Championship. MacDonald College beat Happy Hills Secondary 2-0. Boca Secondary went under 4-1 to St. John's Christian Secondary, while St. Rose Modern Secondary came away with a 2-1 victory over Wesley College. In other matches, Grenada Christian Academy suffered a 2-3 defeat at the hands of Grenada's Seventh-day Adventist Comprehensive. That match was played at Pearls. There was also action inside Victoria Park, where St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary got the better of Grenville Secondary 4-2. Wrapping up what was a busy first round in the division, Wester Hall Secondary were on the losing end to the St. George's Institute 4-2. 6-2. GBSS won over J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary 3-0, while Westmoreland Secondary took a 10-0 pounding from St. David's Catholic Secondary. Still with the National Secondary Schools Football Tournament, the second round of matches will be played next week, starting on October 26. 5 matches are done on the cards in the Female Open Division. SJC St. George's will play the St. George's Institute at Queen's Park. J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary will travel to Tempe to engage Westmoreland Secondary, while Anglican High will entertain Happy Hill Secondary at Tantine. The other 2 matches will see Grenada's Seventh-day Adventist Comprehensive play MacDonald College at Alston George Park, and St. Mark Secondary suit up against SJC Grenville at Fort Pasture. We can tell you too the junior matches are set for October 27 and the senior matches for the 28th. The Windwards Volcanoes are wrapping up their preparation for the upcoming West Indies CG United Super 50 Cup. The competition will be hosted in Antigua and Barbuda and Trinidad and Tobago from October 27 to November 20, 2022. Windward's lead selector Steve Mahan included 9 Grenadians as part of a 26-man squad for continued preparation. The squad was selected from the recently concluded Windward Island Super 50 tournament, which Grenada won. The players will compete in a best of the best series featuring 4 50-overs matches from October 7 to 11. At the end of the series, the Mahan-led panel will select the Windwards Volcanoes squad to play in the regional tournament. That is the sports news for the moment. West Coast Berbice woke up to the news Wednesday morning that the mother of a teenager who was mutilated and his body dumped in the backlands collapsed and died. They believe that the delayed justice system killed her. Here's more from HGP TV.
The grieving mother of Isaiah Henry collapsed and died Tuesday night, sending shockwaves through the Cotton Tree village of West Coast Berbice. Patricia Henry was 53 years old when she died. Her widower, Gladstone Henry, who spoke with Nightly News on Wednesday morning, believes that because justice is slow for the family, contributed to his wife's death.
The cause of my wife's death is stress. You will ask how is the stress? Yes. From the death of my son, the murder of my son Isaiah. My wife keep on fighting. We keep on fighting for justice. Whilst fighting for justice, we did not have justice.
The mutilated bodies of Patricia's son, Isaiah Henry, and her cousin, Joel Henry, were found in the Cotton Tree Back Dam on the 6th of September 2020. Months later, her eldest son, Gladwin Henry, along with others, were charged with the murders of Harry Singh, whose body was found with head injuries and chop wounds along the No. 2 Village Back Dam on September 9, 2020. The Blairmont Magistrates Court's ruling in the Harry Singh matter was expected weeks ago, but has been deferred.
St. Lucia's first female acting commissioner of police, Cressida Descartes-Pelias, on Wednesday held her first press briefing since taking the helm of St. Lucia's principal law enforcement agency. The new acting top cop, who is getting acclimated to the job, assumes the mantle of leadership at a challenging time for the organization. And now comes word of a possible brewing controversy in the force which could test the mettle of the commanding officer. More in this report.
Developing effective leaders is at the top of the agenda of St. Lucia's first female acting commissioner of police, Crusetta Descat Peleus. Peleus outlined her plans as the incoming top cop at a media briefing held on Wednesday at the police headquarters at Chesterfield. She will succeed the outgoing commissioner, Milton Daisy, whose contract officially ends on December 9th, 2022.
And one of the legacies of a leader is to create good leaders. I want people to lead themselves well. So when called to lead others, they have the capacity to do so. In my position, I want to pass on what I've learned to others.
Collaboration is also very dear to the heart of the commanding officer of the Law Enforcement and Security Agency.
Further afield, British Prime Minister Liz Truss has announced she will step down as leader of the Conservative Party after policies triggered economic turmoil and sharply divided the party. Speaking outside her Downing Street office on Thursday, Truss said she could not deliver the promises she made when she was running for Conservative leader, having lost the faith of her party. Al Jazeera has more.
From victory to defeat within weeks.
I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
Liz Truss's leadership has been short but not uneventful. Just 2 days after becoming Prime Minister, the death of Queen Elizabeth II was announced. Politics ground to a halt as the UK observed the mourning period for Britain's longest-serving monarch. But it was her promise of sweeping tax cuts, a pledge that won her the leadership race, that cast doubt on the direction she was taking. How they would be funded remained unclear.
We are cutting stamp duty.
That uncertainty sent the markets into meltdown, while millions face a cost of living crisis. The pound plunged to a 37-year low, and the Bank of England intervened to protect pensions. Yet Truss insisted it was the right course.
Well, Mr. Speaker, what we have done is we have taken decisive action.
Criticism followed. The honeymoon period was over.
It's a great pleasure.
Upon her fateful U-turn, her chancellor and close ally at the time, Kwasi Kwarteng, was sacked. A familiar face, former Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt, replaced him, and a hasty reversal began.
We'll return to remind you of the headlines. Stay with us. Reminder of the headlines. Grenada Tourism Authority Chairman Randall Dolan anticipates restart of cruise ship season on Friday. USAID and the OECS partner to implement four-year multi-million-dollar project to tackle youth violence in the Eastern Caribbean. Grenada National Accreditation Board meets with stakeholders over draft national qualifications and credit framework. Around the globe, regionally, mother of one of the Henry boys collapses and dies. Internationally, British Prime Minister Liz Truss announces resignation. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada Football Association parts ways with Jerry Alexis. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy, that's the news. We'll see you next time. Good night.